Spaghetti. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing, you fucking assholes? Oh, I was worried for a second. Somebody mentioned me streaming myself jerking off, and I was like, I didn't masturbate on camera and forget about it, did I? Thank God. Oh, that's a relief. Ugh. Oh. Oh my goodness.
This Galapagos tortoise is over 100 years old. As it has aged, its appetite has significantly decreased. Therefore, before each feeding, the zookeepers gently scratch its neck to help stimulate its appetite. What's more, the tortoise enjoys having its
Oh my God. Look how handsome this turd is. Oh. Wish I could give him a little kiss right here.
neck scratched by humans. Every time its neck is gently stroked, it cooperates by raising its neck high, looking utterly content and relaxed. This behavior actually originates from a small bird known as the Galapagos finch. Tortoises shed their skin periodically, and the finches hop onto their backs to help remove the dead skin. The comfort from this cleaning process led the tortoise to develop a conditioned reflex. Whenever it feels a touch on its neck, it mistakenly thinks the finch is helping and instinctively raises its neck high. In addition, some...
My goodness. Dodo, donate tell there's any brands you recommend for home gym equipment and can tell me the essential items you would say you must have. Kind of depends on your budget. Since you seem to be rich and you're basically the person who pays for my rent. Rogue and Rep Fitness are probably the two big dogs right now.
Funny enough, if you actually did masturbate on stream and forgot about it, you wouldn't lose a single subscriber over it, because we all know a personal life and very open, and we know you well anyway. No one would really care and think that's out of character for you.
Yeah. Like, the only way I would forget about it is if I didn't realize I was streaming and my camera was on. I didn't jerk off at my desk today. So it was confusing me. Like, I don't know if I would have had to have had a crazy fucking brain fart to forget, like, that my computer was on, jerked off after stream. But yeah, I got worried. I don't think anybody really care. Like, everybody knows, everybody knows me. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo. So Rogue Fitness and Rep Fitness are probably the two big dog, both commercial and home gym suppliers. And Bells of Steel also have some pretty good stuff if you're looking for like cable machines that are like well priced. I have their safety squat bar too. Titan Fitness has some good shit. And there's one more that I'm... Like, if you're really, really rich, like, I mean, like, dentist rich, you could also take a look at, Aleco. Aleco has some, like, really crazy, super high-end, shit made for dentists. But as far as essential home gym equipment, I would say just, barbell set numero uno. So get a power rack or a half rack, like I have. Like you've seen my weight training videos, I have a half rack. Or sometimes they call it a squat box. And yeah, so power rack or half rack, that will let you do every barbell lift you can imagine. So overhead press, squat, bench press, anything you can think of. Weight bench, you can just get an adjustable bench if you have limited space. Rep Fitness probably has the best set of adjustable benches right now, especially considering if that's going to be your only bench, I'd recommend Rep Fitness. And then obviously barbell and 45-pound Olympic plates. You can find a good barbell anyway. I would look for a barbell that's rated for at least 1,000 pounds. Don't get one that's rated for like 500 pounds and figure, oh, I'm never gonna lift that much weight. They just tend to be shittier. They're not as good quality. So just get one that's at least 1,000, and they're also less prone to bending. Just because they're rated for 500, that doesn't mean they won't bend and warp below 500. So if you drop something on the floor or re-rack it really hard, it can bend and warp. If it's over 1,000 pounds, you don't really have to worry about that. And then outside of that, I would say you probably want a dumbbell set, and the easy thing to do there is Olympic dumbbell handles. So that way you can just use the Olympic weight plates you already have to do dumbbell exercises. And then you don't have to get either a complete set of dumbbells that takes up a ton of space and is $1 billion. You don't have to pay for like an expensive set of adjustable dumbbells, and you also don't have to get a completely different set of 1-inch weight plates. So Olympic dumbbell handles are the way to go. And again, like if you look at my workout videos, you can see me using them all the time. But thanks for the donation, Dodo. If you want any more advice, I can help you out. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Good evening, nigger. This music YouTuber had an audio recording leaked of him screaming at his girlfriend and it ruined his career. Steven chats with him tomorrow. Thoughts?
Looking to the left while immediately, he asks a question and her eyes are moving around as she's looking quickly for an answer. Because she has
You understand that in this situation, and it could also heavily be influenced by the fact that she's the one in control of this whole conversation, right? That he's the one strung out and she's the one that's kind of like leading like the whole interaction. I just don't know if people are aware of it. It's because it's a guy-girl situation but she is perfectly in control of every single stage of this interaction.
Here's my stance on shit like this, dude. You have no idea what the fuck's going on behind the scene, and you only have this audio clip. And it could be the case that this bitch is fucking crazy, insane, driving this guy fucking nuts. And she's the fucking crazy bitch pushing him over the edge. And then she took this video of him at like a vulnerable, compromised moment. And she's the one who's the abuser here. Or it could be the other way around and he's always like this and then she finally decided to record it. Like, you have no idea, so whatever. If people have relationship issues, they can sort it out themselves. So if this guy is like, if you're dating somebody you don't like, leave. It's that simple. Why are you putting this shit out on the internet, like, and saying all the shit? Like, if they're really that much of a problem for you, then leave. So it's all bullcrap. you know, just leave. It's that simple. Thanks for the donation, though, retard. Why didn't you go with a cage instead? Seems like essentially completely safe as long as you put safeties. Well, the half rack I have has safety spotters, and the reason I went with a half rack rather than a power rack that's like a full cage is just because of space. It has a lower footprint in the room. So because there's only, the two uprights, you just have like more freedom to kind of move around and less shit gets in the way. And especially when I got the home gym set up, I was living in the smaller apartment, so it was a bigger deal. Where I'm living now, it wouldn't really, be a problem because I have this whole basement to myself. But still, I think I still prefer the half rack, especially since the ceilings aren't super high. And it would make doing things like overhead presses a little more complicated, so I'm just going to stick with a half rack.
Sup, Richard? Do you think there's any chance we significantly improve human lifespan, like 200 plus years of age viability, in our lifetime?
Yes, I would say there's a very good chance of that. I wouldn't even say it's out of the question that, we may actually solve the problem of immortality. So not just, 200-year lifespan. So think of it this way. If we're going to keep making progress with longevity technology, you may already be alive at a point where the technology will keep progressing and allow you to stay alive long enough to the point where we actually learn how to make people immortal. So, I'm 34 right now. Let's say by the time I'm 70, so another 35 years from now, they learn how to extend your life by another 50 years. So where I would normally die at 100, now I can live to 150. Now, by the time I make it to 130 or 140, they figure out how to extend life by another 100 years. So now I'm like, 200. And then they solve how to extend life another 100 years. And then you're 300, and then they just figure out immortality, full stop. So it's entirely possible. Not out of the realm of possibility. So, expect the worst, hope for the best. Some punk kid could just end up shooting you in the back so that he can become a gang member, and then you die bleeding on the street, and you don't get to experience any of that. But, appreciate what you have now, and just hold out hope. Thanks for the donation, though, Saxby.
Proof of Hannah and Sugar Boy flirting, which earlier you claimed never happened, so you're clearly biased. You already don't like him, so you're inclined to believe her. If you had your today brain, back then, you'd believe him.
Buddy, I know of that guy. He's a fucking deranged retard.
So basically we will Garne Mortally and Finally all become vampires. I look forward to finally be able to drink other people's blood and use echolocation.
I mean, you could drink people's blood now. Echolocation, you're probably gonna have to wait for that, but you could just drink people's blood if you wanted. You might want to be careful with HIV, but could do that now if you really wanted to be a vampire. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. Yeah, so 21st Savage, I know who that guy is. He's a deranged, lunatic who's, a cult member, and he just repeated everything fucking that dipshit said, and he has no evidence for his claims. I know the whole story, dude. I know everything about it, so... Thanks for the donation, though.
VG that music guy's ex is shilling a GoFundMe after being screamed at.
Yeah. So that's what it was for. That explains everything. So this chick had some kind of debt she wanted to pay off, or some sort of money she wanted for something. I don't know, maybe she wants one of those like crazy Sybian machines so she can orgasm in like 10 seconds, who knows. And she recorded that so that she could just get a ton of money, and then, you know, whatever. What the fundraiser's for? Cover a deposit and moving costs for a more stable, safe living environment. Like, doesn't she have a job? Recertify and return to work as a medical assistant. Why would you need a fundraiser for that? Cover legal consultation or representation if needed. Because you were yelled at? Afford prescription food and care for Mac and Suki. Do you not have a job? Build a financial cushion so she can focus on healing and preparing for school. Instead of just surviving. Oh. So, this chick is gonna take this money and get some lip filler. She's probably gonna get one of those cosmetic procedures where they, like, laser her face or something to get rid of acne scars or some shit. Gonna buy some Ozempic or something. Get some new clothes. And then try to find some dude who has more money so she can date them. Like... Bro, when I start hearing things like financial cushion, holy fuck. She doesn't need this money. She just wants money because, you know, who doesn't want more money? But she just feels entitled to it. What a racket. Thanks for the donation, retard.
Some turtles also have some amusing reactions when they're scratched.
Wow.
They can't help but wiggle their little butts. This is because the inner
Turtle
layer
butt.
of their shell is full of nerve endings. When they feel itchiness
Oh my
or
goodness.
stimulation, they instinctively wiggle their body.
Turtle
This
butt.
Galapagos tortoise is over 1
That's amazing. I like turtles. Turtles are good.
Who is Brad's Taste in Music? Do I know this person? This audio is from the night of Brad Taste in Music's arrest, was released courtesy of the Oppa Block with Brad's ex-girlfriend's permission. Do we know this person? He took a pic with H. Fisher and then apologized for it.
You know, it's funny too, everyone does this. Like Bobby's perspective, he said he needed money for like, to get a lawyer and a private investigator because his girlfriend ran off with his kids. Like, it sounded like a really serious situation. What did he end up doing with that money? He got a fucking hair transplant. I think he raised like over 10 grand, and then he gets a hair transplant. It would come as no surprise, but same with Sverage. He was saying, "Oh, I need money for legal fees to sue Luna." He literally got like a tattoo thing on his head to make it look like he has hair, and then he got a wig. He got a hair system. And then he also hired a private investigator to stalk Luna, and then he like ended up trying to kill her and shit. Like, all these people who do they all do it. They're just scum.
For it. Oh, okay.
You are one of my abusers, so I can damn right do that to you. I can kick you the out of here for what the you've done to me. You've destroyed me.
What? How? All I want to do is
Stop lying to me for once. Look at me in the eyes and stop lying to me. Stop being such a wimp.
All I've ever
Look at me.
Full audio. Hold on. We've got the incident and what led up to the incident. Move. Okay, the incident is, how long is this?
You are one of my abusers, so I can.
Okay, and then what led up to the incident? Not
My own head. I'm just thinking.
Okay, 8 minutes.
Literally.
Okay,
My own head.
important question. Who recorded this? She's filming? Okay, keep that in mind. All right, let's go. Hey, one-sided audio queen! All right, let's go. All right.
My own head. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Save it for anything else? No, because Dan won't listen more than 10 seconds of this, okay? No, I want to hear it.
While I'm brushing my dogs, or asking me what I'm thinking about and not letting me not tell you. You are not letting me have privacy in my own. What just happened? Like, I'm sitting here brushing my dog.
Ah! You either know or you don't. I don't know how else to say it. You either know it or you don't, okay? Now listen, the guy might be horrible. I don't know yet. I'll keep listening. I'll make things, oh, there's no defense here, okay? But like, we're already starting off with the perfect one-sided audio recording. So one person knows and the other person doesn't. So the person recording knows and they're intending to release this. So they're on their best behavior, giving their best performance. We've started it off by her summarizing a prior event from her perspective and the way that she feels things happen, okay? So it's already like pretty good. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill up a bowl. You do whatever it is you usually do.
God, I'm brushing my dogs,
Yep.
and you think that you are entitled to know what is happening in my brain, and you are
No,
not.
I'm just right and you're lying.
What am I lying about? Can you tell me if you're gonna accuse me of lying? Can you tell me what I'm lying about? What am I lying about?
What are you thinking about?
I'm lying about what I'm thinking about,
Yep.
and you know that how?
Because I just know. Because I've been with you for 5 years.
Because you just know that I'm lying at what I'm
I've been
thinking
with you
about.
for 5 years. That's an important detail.
You've been with me for
because
5
I've
years.
actually had to deal with your shit.
So you've got to deal with my shit for 5 years, so you know exactly what
And
I'm
now
thinking
you're gonna
about.
throw it onto me. Oh, but I've had to deal with your shit. And look at you, Nia. You're full of shit.
Dude, this is hilarious. Like, she's clearly antagonizing the guy and escalating the situation, and then she's claiming she's a victim of abuse. It's like going out in the forest and, like, poking a bear and then saying, oh my god, I'm a victim of a bear attack. It's like, well, yeah, go fuck yourself. Like, if you start a fight and then you get a fight, like what do you have to complain about?
Okay, so I'm sorry. So you accuse me of lying. What am I lying about? You still haven't like.
The problem is that, like, so I'm going to be honest, okay? With Vito and Dick, I've seen more of them, so I can make some more assumptions about behavior. I don't know for this. She could be making valid points, and he could be a piece of shit. It's possible. But I will say this maps perfectly onto, so far, the, oh, you think I lied? Tell me very explicitly and specifically what I'm lying about. What is the exact thing that I've lied about? Tell me the exact line. You better not get a single. Lav was the master of this. This is why Lav could win debates like 1v10 or whatever, is because she was so good at navigating conversations like this. But he could also be a piece of shit. And even though that would map on there, it could map on another way too, where the guy is constantly, it's possible.
Outright said what I'm lying about.
What are we listening to? I don't know. Some audio file between Brad Taste of Music and his girlfriend.
You're gonna call me a liar. Then.
I mean, you tell me, Tina. There's so much.
So what I'm gonna tell you is that I'm not lying about anything. I'm sitting
Let's
here.
start with telling me one thing you have lied about. What have you lied to me about, Tina?
What have I lied to you about?
So I can think of times where you have mistakenly lied.
Yeah.
I've said you've lied, and no matter what I've said, you wouldn't accept that you lied to me. So you're a liar, and you can't accept it.
So if someone.
Which is the worst combination
Well,
I
if
think I've ever witnessed in a partner.
So if someone unknowingly says something that isn't true, or they don't know.
And they can't accept when somebody corrects them,
So-
then they're full of shit.
So if.
Yeah, I dealt with
Is
that a
half
lot.
of your dick black and half white? Or is your cock black and your balls white? How does mulatto work?
My dick and balls are about the same skin tone as the rest of my body. They're a little darker. I don't know why, it's just like that. And the tip of my penis is pink. I've met some girls who really like pink penis heads, and they've said that because my skin tone is like brown and my penis head is pink, it makes it look more pink than normal, and they're really into that. So that's cool. But thanks for the donation, Jason Get. Appreciate it.
Well, since she's a woman, she would most likely choose the bear over a man anyway.
Yeah, really. It's almost as if they don't know what's good for them. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
And when somebody can't listen, when their partner tells them, and actually just deflects it and makes their life hell, then that's up.
So
And then
Dude, I dealt with this shit all the fucking time. I know exactly the type he's talking about.
you're a terrible lying partner who's emotionally abusive.
So if you
Do you want to continue?
So if you say something to me, if I say something.
No, if you want to be combative, we can continue being combative because clearly you are not paying enough attention to this
I'm just
conversation.
trying to understand. So if I.
My favorite thing about one-sided recordings is when you're in court, okay, assuming everybody's following all the rules, right? At the end of the day, the only thing that really happens, okay, all the shit aside, is you're telling a story to the jury and you're bringing other people on here to corroborate your story, okay? So when a witness takes the stand, the witness is here to give more information, to flesh things out, to back up your story, to be more convincing to the jury, all right? I think there's two ways, basically, that you can ask questions to a witness. You can have the witness comes up, and there is, from the side that brings the witness, you have direct examination. So you're just asking them things to get things on the record. Like, hey, tell the jury about this. Hey, tell the jury about this. Hey, tell the jury about this. Now, not quite as leading to rules to ask questions, right? And then there's a cross-examination, meaning the other side has the right to come up and ask about it. Oh, well, you said this. Well, what about that? Oh, you said that. What about that, right? One is trying to build credibility towards the story. On cross-examination, usually they're trying to damage their credibility or cause doubt in the story, right? What these one-sided recordings are is, in my opinion, these are the equivalent of doing almost like a cross-examination without the other side getting the chance to put their stuff on the record because they didn't know that it was going on the record, right? Whenever somebody starts doing a recording thing and they're leading the whole conversation where it's like, hey, so what did you mean when you called me a piece of shit? Okay. And what exactly do you think that I said for that? Okay. And then afterwards, when you spoke to Tom, what'd you tell him? Oh, yeah? Okay. And then after that, you shouted at me, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. Right. It's so, I think that, like, obviously there are reasons why you might obviously record, you know, like a partner who's being abusive or something crazy, you think they're going to kill you or whatever. But, and also
asking a woman why is she lying to you is dumb beyond words. Well, yeah, they just lie. It's what they do. Do you know if Jazz checks in on your streams? Pretty sure she doesn't. She came by, I think, like a month ago to pick up the rabbits. I asked her if she was watching any of my content or streams or anything. She said no, so who knows? She might be and doesn't want me to know, but, you know, as far as I know, what she told me, she hasn't been. Is Stefania pro-Israel? I think so. I vaguely remember talking to her about it, and she said, I can't remember. I just think so. I'm not sure.
You could think they're being abusive. They might generally be abusive and you're just trying to, I guess, like, demonstrate that. But just for one-sided recordings, you should always be super, super, super sussed out because one person knows they're being recorded and the other person has no idea. And just the standards of behavior and what the expectation is just going to be so, so, so different. Just always be aware of that, I would say. Not to say one side's necessarily right or wrong, but...
If you say something to me, if I say...
I don't know if she's, like, watching at all because I asked her some specific questions and she literally had no idea, so... I don't think she's watching much of my content, if I had to guess. I don't really care. She can watch whatever she wants.
No, if you want to be combative, we can continue being combative because clearly you are not paying enough attention to this conversation.
I'm just trying to understand. So if
How about you stop doing what you're doing with the dogs, look them in the eyes, and just tell me the truth, Tina.
That one.
You tell me.
Okay. So if
Without being a sarcastic.
She's doing the thing. She's doing the thing. Do I just hate women? No, because we did this with Vito earlier. So if I do this exact particular thing, is that bad? And then he's not going to agree with it ever. I don't think she's ever going to characterize her own behavior with him agreeing. Because he's always going to disagree, but it's always going to sound unhinged from a one-sided recording.
Sarcastic bitch.
Maybe.
Look at me in the fucking eyes and tell me.
So if
Without being a sarcastic bitch, look at me in the fucking eyes and tell me the truth.
So I have
In the eyes, Tina.
accidentally lied to you before. Well, I have, like, mistakenly given you...
Tina.
Sorry, I've
Dame right, they don't just look at what happened to this woman once she chose the bear.
This woman spotted some cute bear cubs frolicking in a tree. What she didn't know is Mama Bear was nearby and in the blink of an eye went on the attack. Now she's speaking with Les Trent from her hospital bed.
This woman's face is covered in gashes. She's swollen and has facial fractures. And just look at the wounds under her arm. I spoke to Leanne Galante from her hospital bed today after she was attacked by a mama bear while trying to protect her little Pomeranian, Smokey.
My goodness. It's a little potato.
From being eaten alive.
All of a sudden, I see this mommy bear.
Okay, let's be honest. She is clearly a better meal than that tiny dog. She has way more meat on her bones. There's no way a bear would fuck around with, like, a little tiny dog that's like just bone.
Bear hop over a fence and start chasing after Smokey. And I'm screaming, Smokey, no! Smokey!
The frightening bear attack happened when Leanne let her little dog out into her backyard around 8:30 at night in Butler Township, Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, I want Stefania. I'm gonna fucking get that ass. Dude, I am craving her bad. I'm definitely gonna meet up with her. Dude. She is fine. Where the fuck? I hate how I have to search for stuff sometimes. Like, I mean, give me a break, dude. That's what I want right there. And some of that. Hell yeah, give it to me.
There are literally dozens of first-hand accounts of people claiming Hannah was acting like an obsessed fan and trying to position herself to be his next girlfriend since he was separated from Freely at the time. She claimed she got raped because boy-free.
There were not a lot of people saying that, for one thing. Two, there are stories that completely contradict with what they're saying. There were other girls who talked about getting, like, lured by him and then getting pressured for sex, so... What's really the nail in the coffin for me is the way he reacted to the whole situation, and he just did nothing but lie about everything. If he had, like, an actual legitimate side of the story and anything he was saying was, like, true in, when it came to, like, his innocence and what actually happened, he would have said it. Like, why would he lie about literally everything? So, that more than anything speaks volumes to me, but, like, I know the people you're talking about who've spoken about that, they don't have any, like, actual video evidence or any, like, evidence of chat logs or anything. And there are people around them that say completely contradicting things. So... yeah, I don't care. Thanks for the donation on the 21st.
She says she suddenly saw 3 little cubs climbing. Then came Mama Bear.
She knocks me off the step of the deck. Right, my face hit the cement pad, and it just smashes. She grabs the back of my head.
Well, that's why you don't choose the bear.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Pressured for sex? Again. You're a rapist. You raped Jasmine. She didn't want sex, you coerced her, she'd bleed and complain and didn't want/enjoy it. How is that any different from what Sugar Boy did? It's literally not.
Oh, well, if we're gonna play that game, I didn't want to pay for her fucking horse, but she would keep lying and saying that, oh, I'm gonna get a job, don't worry, I'm gonna make money, and then, oh, what ends up happening? She would continually play this fucking game where she would gaslight me into like giving her money for something, saying, oh, well, I need this to start a business. I'd give her the money and then nothing would come of it. Like, why do you think she has a high-end gaming computer? It's because she told me she wanted to start streaming and making YouTube videos and shit and make money like I do. So I upgraded her computer over time, but I think when I first bought it for her, I spent nearly $2,000 on that computer. And then over time, I helped her upgrade it. So, like, all in, I gave her thousands and thousands of dollars worth of PC equipment. What does she do with it? Nothing. The car that we had, initially I was being nice and I paid for that car, like, and it was under my name, it was under like my financing. Because of like the YouTube adpocalypse and like just a bunch of other fucking horseshit that was going on, um, it was really hard to keep up with payments, so I just decided to sell the car and then just pay off whatever balance was off on the loan, so I didn't have to deal with the monthly payments. Well, guess what she does? She goes and finances a car. Again, the financing is under her name. She was the one paying for it, or was supposed to be paying for it, and she needed me to be a guarantor on the loan so that she could actually be granted the loan. Now, I said I was uncomfortable with that because, like, I don't think she's going to pay it. She swore to me, no, don't worry. I could easily make the payments. It's only going to be like $500 a month. I can easily make that. I can just do some Uber Eats orders. I can stream here and there, and I can easily cover that. Guess what ended up fucking happening? Oh, can you give me $500 for the car? Can you give me $500 for the car? Can you give me $500 for the car? So, yeah, if we're going to play that game that, pressure somebody, yeah, dude, okay, then I guess she's guilty of fucking robbery then, if we're going to use that standard. Thanks for the donation, jackass.
If he convinced girls to have sex with him by pressuring them, that's not rape. And why do you expect him to admit that? He isn't stupid like you and isn't going to help build a case against him. None of them pressed charges. They had no evidence.
I don't care, dude. Like, again, what speaks volumes to me is the guy lied about the entire set of circumstances. Like why would he do that? He's not a trustworthy person. Other people have talked about him being a piece of shit. He was abusing some of his other girlfriends recently. That's why they left him. I don't fucking care. Like, it's done and over with. Whatever. I don't want anything to do with the guy.
It's kind of funny that these dumbass women chose bears over men when male bears themselves will sometimes kill and eat young bear cubs. Where is the feminist outrage over that?
That is a very good point, Dodo. Nobody understands bears. Thanks for the donation, dude. Enough about jazz, let's talk about Stefania. Good point.
Lol, you know damn well Jasmine is watching all the time. That's how women are. You know she's checking in often just to see if you can find someone better than her / if you're doing better without her. It's just in their bitchy nature.
You know, honestly, I know a lot of women are like that. Jasmine is so addicted to video games, I'm not sure. It is weird how much she plays video games. Like, really fucking weird. I wake up, she's playing video games. I work out. And after the workout, still playing video games. Shower, eat, still playing video games. Do a stream, throughout the entire stream, playing video games. Like, so I don't know if she actually has enough time to watch anything I do, because she's just playing video games. I have no idea. So I'm not sure. And again, I don't care. She can watch whatever the fuck she wants, but whatever. Thanks for the donation, dude. Yeah, I need me some of that. Fucking nice. 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 Oh, little bun bun. Oh, it's a little nice rabbit. Look at your little rabbit. Wow. What a nice little bun bun. That's a nice bun bun. My goodness, I like bun buns. Bun buns are good. Fucking hell yeah.
Are you unironically asking why he'd lie about the situation? It obviously looks bad on him if he admits he pressured girls to have sex with him. So no shit he's going to lie about it. Again, if you had your today brain back then you would he didn't rape.
I don't care. Whatever. Thanks for the donation, 21st. Show the rabbit. I want to see the rabbit. Show the rabbit eating lettuce. I want to see the rabbit. I want to see the goddamn rabbit. Where's the fucking rabbit? Saw a rabbit in the thumbnail. Yeah, she's single. Well, technically not anymore. She's mine. Oh, there's a rabbit. Oh my god. There's the rabbit. That's a good rabbit. Oh, man. You have no idea how much I would just eat her ass. Yeah, she's not single, she's mine. Stay away. She is mine. Is that a cycling outfit? Oh no, leotard. Yeah, I gotta teach her how to ride a motorcycle. We gotta rip around. Some people really shouldn't ride bikes. I don't know if she's one of those, but regardless, I still have a sidecar and shit. But it'd be cool if she'd be into biking. Yeah, she does lift weights. I'd like to work out with her too. Dude, it's too bad she's in Australia. What a fucking gay-ass country. I gotta convince her to move here. Australia fucking sucks, dude. Like, it's just a shithole.
Mistakenly giving you incorrect information, and I don't. Mistakenly giving incorrect information is not lying, and I am.
Watch Brian Johnson's rimming protocol. I don't know, man. I think I'm the expert rimmer.
So that's not an example then. Try again. An example where you lied to me.
Oh, man.
Then I took the dogs out, and I hadn't yet.
When?
I don't know, at some point, I was like, yeah, I'm doing it right now, and then I didn't do it for another half an hour or something.
So you lied to me and you didn't even remember it. You don't even remember
A white
any
lie
details
about the dogs that I took care of.
So it meant nothing to you. Just a little white lie about the dogs.
I'm saying I'm sure that it's
You're so
happened.
used to throwing white lies at me, you don't even recognize this
No,
one?
that's not true. I just don't.
God, there's so many white lies, Tina. It's like, if they're all white lies, then none of them are, right?
I don't. What am I lying to you about? I want
to flex it.
Incorrect.
The push again for the particular exact example, right?
So it meant nothing to you. Just a little white lie about the dogs.
I'm saying I'm sure that it's happened.
You're so used to throwing white lies at me, you don't even recognize this one?
No, that's not true. I just don't.
God, there's so many white lies, Tina. It's like, if they're all white lies, then none of them are, right?
I don't. What am I lying to you about? I don't know what you're telling me I'm lying to you about. What's happening in my own brain? That's not fair. It's my own brain. You're not entitled to know that.
She's not asking for specifically what dog. She's literally asking for any example. I know you're going to say that she's going to be dismissive or then ask her specifically what to argue about, but we don't know that. I mean, didn't they already do that with the dog thing?
I'm an individual. If I don't have a safe place within my own head...
Okay, Tina, I'm your partner of 5 years, and if you don't respect me as an individual, then you can, honest to God, get the out of my house.
Both of our names are on the lease, so that's not going to happen. And also, you are not
I'm going to call the police.
Yeah.
I will.
Don't do that. Uh-oh, big mistake. I don't want to do the police bad thing, okay? But if you're having a male-woman problem and you're the man, careful when you call the police there. Be careful for domestic issues. Uh-oh, that might be auto loss. Careful.
Get you out of here.
Both.
I will make a story up. I will get you out of here,
Both
Tina.
of our names are on the lease, so you will not be doing that. And
I will say my partner has been emotionally abusive, and I've asked her to leave many times.
They don't care.
And despite the fact that I know...
Unless the cops think that somebody's about to get their ass beat, they're not going to force somebody out of the apartment. And if they do feel somebody's going to get their ass beat, they're going to force somebody out. One of the ways that they can remove somebody from the apartment is with an arrest. So
support system, she has refused to leave and has continued to emotionally abuse me. I need her to get out for at least a day.
please stop. Her calm voice is so triggering. It's so good. I love it. This girl is a queen. I love this girl. I bet every single person has taken her side, right? She's a queen. And there are some things too that just feel
it sounds scripted because this girl planned everything. So she was trying to manipulate the whole conversation so that she would have a recording of her driving this guy nuts, but make it seem as though this guy is abusive and shit. That's why it sounds scripted.
Feel intuitively bad, and if you don't know how to look for the other side, they just seem horrible. Like the guy screaming at her, like, isn't that a really scary situation to be in if you're a woman? It can be, yeah. This woman is clearly not afraid though, right? There are no abused women, or there are no, I shouldn't say abused women, because those situations are way different, but there's somebody who's genuinely fearful of their partner, who's like, I'm going to stay here because my name is on the lease and I have just as much of a right to be here as you do. That's somebody who wants you. When a woman says, when you're saying, I need you to get the fuck out of my apartment, I'm losing my mind. When the woman says, last I checked, my name was on that lease too. What she's saying is, what she's actually saying to you, she's saying, hit me, pussy. I bet you won't. I dare you. I double dog dare you. You little punk, little motherfucker. I'm gonna go fuck your best friend. I'm gonna fuck your dad and your best friend right now. Hit me, motherfucker. I dare you. That is exactly what they're saying. They're daring you to do it. Don't take the bait. Don't ever take the bait.
I need space, and she refuses. Can you please escort my partner?
She literally did. Wait, no, don't spoil. No,
Stephania donated $2. Would you still smash Stefania if she was pro-Palestine? Yeah. Dude, she's way too fucking hot. Like, who cares? Would you let her peg you if she asked? Try to avoid that. Thanks for the donation, Stephania.
Shut up. No, she didn't.
Somewhere else so that I can have some mental peace. That's what I'm going to tell you.
Destiny. So genuinely, when is it okay to push for examples in relationships? I think it's really important to push for examples in relationships. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But there is like, you can, I don't know how to explain this. When somebody is pushing for an example and then they fight you on every single example.
To that nigga that keeps saying Vegan Gains raped Jasmine, shut the fuck up. Yeah, he did do it. So the fuck what? Got a problem with it, buck up. I don't understand why these people argue about rape when they ain't gonna fight about it. Yeah, he raped her. Quiet.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate the donation, dude.
It feels like nobody's trying to get to the matter of like this is your partner. You should want to understand what is upsetting your partner. You should want to understand what's upsetting them. You should want to know that. And when it's this hyper-pedantic fight on every single example, then it feels like you're just trying to fight or to save your own ego, or you don't actually give a fuck about, your partner. Yeah.
That's so...
I'm gonna call.
Okay.
You done?
Am I allowed to...
You done?
Can I just need to know, I'll give you peace if I'm allowed to be quiet. Am I allowed to be quiet? Or do I have to share what's going on in my brain?
Wow. So, now that you actually know that you need to be quiet, it's also my fault.
Can I be quiet?
Can you stop blaming me?
Can I be quiet without you prying about what's going on? When I'm thinking,
Can you stop being a horrific partner? Can you look at me in the eyes? Can you treat me like a person? Can you treat me like some...
Why do you think reactive abuse like this is okay? In this specific example, it's obvious that she's been manipulated. The guy's acting like an absolute retard. So again, I understand like male-female, it's always scary when a guy is shouting, and I think there's some level of truth to that. But I don't necessarily know if I would say the guy is being abusive yet. I mean, calling her names, did he call her names? Is not good. But just I don't buy into the whole like just shouting at somebody is necessarily being abusive. It can be, and you're very close to it. But I don't know if it sounds like he's very, very, very frustrated though. If you are, it's like barely.
be quiet without you prying about what's going on. When I'm thinking,
Can you stop being a horrific partner? Can you look at me in the eyes? Can you treat...
He said he will make up a story to get her arrested. Isn't that illegal? Probably a false 911 call or whatever. But I mean, it sounds like what he's asking for is he's saying they need to be separate. They need like space, right? That's what it sounds like is happening. And she's like, huh, that ain't happening.
treat me like
No, my rent isn't 500. It's about 2,200 a month. I just have the 500 thing arbitrarily.
a person? Can you treat me like someone who's at your level and not someone who you can manipulate?
Oh, he called her a sarcastic. Okay. She's on the lease. Why doesn't he leave? Good question. If he is that upset and he's super pissed off, he could leave too. That is true. I don't know if there's a reason why he does or doesn't, but I also don't know what it.
Well, it says she's on the lease, so he might be the person who's mostly paying for the apartment, or he may be the only one paying for the apartment. But she's just listed on the lease. Like, it was same with Jasmine and I. I was the one paying for the apartment, but her name was on the lease. It just has to do with the rental contract, so they know who's living there, legal reasons, so that, like, you can't just force somebody out.
Yeah, there's a set of facts that would make it super reasonable why he wouldn't want to leave, and there's a set of facts that makes it kind of unreasonable. So, like, if they both have places that they could go, if they're both paying rent 50-50, and he's just telling her to leave, then that almost sounds more like kind of like a power play, or like get out, like to put her out more, or to be retaliatory. But if she's like on the lease, and he's like paying 100%, and she's just on the lease so that she can get in and out of the apartment or whatever, he might feel like he has more of a right to the place than she does. But I mean, if she has nowhere to go, that's still kind of shitty. I mean, there's a collection of facts that could push you in either direction. I'm not sure.
You are evil.
Wait, I'm sorry.
You're prying about what's going on.
Can you stop being a horrific partner? Can you look at me in the eye?
Some areas, like, it really depends on, like, municipality and state and everything. Sometimes you can establish residency in, like, 2 weeks. It's kind of nuts. So if you have, like, a friend staying over, after 2 weeks, they can literally claim their tenant. It's absolutely fucked.
Can you treat me like a person? Can you treat me like someone who's at your level and not someone who you can manipulate?
You handwave him calling the cops and making up a story to get her out, but best believe if she said that, you would explode. If two people were being unhinged and the one was like, I'm going to call the cops and make them throw you out or make up a story or whatever, if the dynamics were 100% reversed, I think I would also be sympathetic towards it. If you think I'm sexist, you think I'm sexist, that's fine. There's nothing else I can say. The problem is that it's a bit of a different dynamic if you're the woman calling the cops in a domestic abuse situation, because it's a very different. But I would say the dynamic is so bad, even the guy probably shouldn't call the cops because you run the risk of the cops just going after the guy in that situation. So
you are evil.
I just want to have peace in my brain.
You will destroy me. You will do anything.
I just want to be able to think quietly while I brush my dogs. I just want to be able to quietly reflect on my life while I brush my dogs without you asking what I'm thinking.
Oh, and the tear. Yes, queen. Yes.
About and prying it out of me and thinking you're entitled to know what I'm thinking about. You're not.
Yes.
I'm not even your partner, Tina.
You're not treating me like a partner.
Oh, there it is.
You're looking around looking for excuses, Tina. I literally am watching.
That's my donor class right there.
She's donating to the incel community right now. Yes.
Your body
I
language.
can't look in your
You look
eyes.
like one of those freaks on the interrogation videos.
I can't look in your
Every single thing you're doing is full of shit. You're literally acting like the criminals there, Tina. Like every action. I could record it. And it would be like, Tina's looking to the left while immediately, oh, he asks a question and her eyes are moving around as she's looking quickly for an answer.
With eye
Because she has no,
contact.
oh no, you.
You understand that in this situation, and it could also heavily be influenced by the fact she's pointing, that she's the one in control of this whole conversation, right? That he's the one strung out, and she's the one that's kind of like leading, like the whole interaction.
God.
I just don't know if people are aware of it. It's because it's a guy-girl situation but she is perfectly in control of every single stage of this interaction, right?
No,
Yes,
Tina.
I do.
You are a lying, manipulative person.
Oh, he didn't call her.
You need to get out of my house.
I have trouble with eye contact. I do.
I am going to call the cops if you don't
It's not the eye contact handicap.
stop lying to me, Tina. Right now. This is it. Are you
What
done?
am I lying about?
All right.
What am I lying about? She does it. This guy, she has his button and she's like, over and over again. Oh, she should have rolled this for 30 minutes. I think she could have made this guy get strung out. I wonder how long she recorded this for. I feel like if she would have went for 20 minutes, she could get this guy screaming, totally unhinged. My queen, why did she give up?
What am I lying to you about?
All right. Well, you gotta hide the weed.
Red, they're not gonna, we're both on the lease. That doesn't work.
Yeah, it does. I'm just saying my partner is emotionally abusing me, and I've asked for space endlessly, and I have no support system. I moved out here for her, and I'm trapped, and I need space. She has her mother's house. I need
My
help.
mom is not.
Oh, so it sounds like, okay, so these are more facts. Now, maybe he's exaggerating or lying or whatever, but like if she's got like a ton of people around here, if it's not his, then it makes more sense why he would ask her to leave versus him leaving. If that's true.
Endlessly, and I have no support system. I moved out here for her, and I'm trapped, and I need space. She has her mother's house. I need
My
help.
mom is not. You can't push me out of my own.
Is there any more of this recording? Oh my God, I love listening to shit like this. Okay, wait. And then this was the one that got posted on YouTube. What is this? Minute 30. Hold on.
You are one of my abusers, so I can damn right do that to you.
Is this later or is this, I'm guessing this is after? It's still going?
I can kick you the out of here for what the you've done to me. You've destroyed me.
What? How? All I've ever wanted to do is
Stop.
Oh! Oh! She's a queen! If this was 2022, this would be our next orbiter right here.
For once, look at me in the eyes and stop lying to me. Stop being such a wimp.
all I've ever
Look at me and accept what you
Did she script all I've ever wanted to do? Did she script these? Is this, you think she wrote the lines in advance?
done to me.
Just like the Joker standing on top of the building where he's reading the script before Batman comes up.
Did you see what I've become? You've killed me. You promised me.
Oh, she's killed you. You don't even know half of it, bro. Oh no, I didn't even know. You don't even know.
You promised me everything. You lied to me.
What did I promise you? Oh, she's so good. I love it. What did I ask the one thing again? What did I lie about? She absolutely, I wonder, well, I don't know the guy well enough. I wonder if she could have gotten him to attack him.
Dude. Yeah, this chick's just crazy. Like, bro, Simps Online gave this chick, like, what, almost $9,000 on her fucking GoFundMe? It's just insane. Like this is, like, and I mean, this is why, like, you know, Shannon Sharp made some OnlyFans bitch, you know, $20 million. Like, I don't know why anybody takes these women seriously.
It's never okay to hit your partner. You should never do it. You shouldn't really even be screaming at your partner like this. I think if you're this upset, you should create space. He tried to by asking her to leave, but if he has a car or if he can go on a walk, he should leave too. Regardless.
Oh, yeah, bro. They're, like, Jasmine and I would, like, sometimes get into some, like, really heated arguments where both of us would start yelling, and then I'd realize, okay, we need, like, to just cool it. I would try to, like, just go outside and go on a walk. She once literally jumped on top of me and tried to wrestle me down to the fucking floor. She would try to escalate things endlessly. She would block the fucking door so that I wouldn't be able to leave. And then she would say, I'm going to call the cops and say, like, you assaulted me if you try to, like, throw me off the door. I would try to just walk into another fucking room and, like, just calm down. And then she'd keep, like, yelling at me and trying to, like, antagonize me. And, like, sometimes you literally cannot. You cannot get a break and get space. So, like, it's so fucked.
Regardless of how you resolve conflict, I think that if you get to the stage where either person is screaming, I think that it's time to, you guys have to create space. For two reasons, actually, two really important reasons. The most obvious reason is because it's going to escalate more and more until somebody starts hitting the other person. But the other reason that is equally important, or maybe even more important, the other reason is that you're not going to solve anything in that state of mind, right? The more emotionally dysregulated you are, the less capability you have of actually solving any issue. So nothing good is going to come from ending this. Wait, somebody said this is the full recording. Why did I get linked to Google Drive with two different recordings? Hold on.
I'm just thinking.
Wait, this is earlier?
While I'm brushing my dogs, I'm just thinking, and you are asking me what I'm thinking about and not letting me not tell.
Okay, this is we started this off. Okay.
Like, I'm sitting here brushing my dogs.
Tina, I'm gonna fill up a bowl.
And then.
Oh, he asks a question, and her eyes are moving around as she's looking quickly for an answer.
With eye
Because she has no.
contact.
Oh no, you don't,
Yes,
Tina.
I do.
You.
I miss Jasmine's Bussy Don't Tillers nigga. What game was that Jasmine fella playing all day? Goddamn lol. Once Helldivers 2 came out, she was playing that like fucking crazy. Remnant. One of the Remnant games, she was playing that a fuckload. Yeah, Remnant 2. She was playing that a lot. I think she was playing like Dota or League of Legends a lot at one point. But yeah, like as soon as why am I having trouble thinking? What did I just say? What game did I literally just say? The game that's like Starship Troopers. Why am I having a fucking brain fart? You know what I mean? The game that's like Starship Troopers. She was playing that like fucking crazy, and she was also really into Red Dead 2, Red Dead Redemption 2 online. She was obsessed with that game. But just Helldivers, yeah. She would play those like she has a video game addiction, I'm convinced. Like looking back at it, that was not normal how long she would like just play games all fucking day.
Are a lying, manipulative person. And you need to get out of my house.
Okay, all of this, right?
Trouble with eye contact. I do.
I am going to call the cops.
Well,
Right, they're not gonna.
I moved out here for her, and I'm trapped, and I need space. She has her mother's house. I need
My
help.
mom is not. You can't push me out of my own.
You are one of my abusers, so I
oh, okay, it's just connected from the last ones. Okay, whatever.
can damn right to do that to you. I can kick you the out of here for what the you've done to me. You've destroyed me.
What? How? All I've ever wanted.
Again, I'm sorry, I can't bridge this gap for you. I can just explain, and either you'll understand one day or you never will. There's no way that he lost it because he asked, "What are you thinking?" and she didn't answer. Why would that set you off this bad? If you've been in a toxic dynamic with somebody for an extended period of time, then like there are going to be fights that you've had over and over and over and over and over and over again, and there are going to be trigger questions. This is why I'd say charitable, but not really. I just like to hear more fleshed out stuff. But this is why I was charitable in the Steven Crowder thing when he was mad at his wife, because he mentioned something about like the therapist said this, which made me wonder if, and I don't know, I can't know, if Hillary had said something that was like a trigger word or something. She said something, but like there's probably a fight that you've ran down over and over again. And when you've ran down a certain fight over and over again, there are going to be certain trigger words or phrases or questions or things that just, like they'll set the other person off. They just will.
Stop lying to me for once. Look at me in the eyes and stop lying to me. Stop being such a wimp.
Do you feel? Do you think in this case her manipulation is intentional? She started recording. I feel like it looks really bad for her. It's never viewed that way. Remember, especially in progressive circles, women are always treated like retarded children. Man screaming is always scary unless he's homeless or black. And so it doesn't matter, what any of the lead up is. Like people will always just analyze it that way. That being said, I will qualify. Not just qualifying because it's true. Like there can be times where you record somebody who's genuinely crazy and unhinged, and there's no excuse for their behavior whatsoever.
Look at me and accept what you have done to me. Do you see what I've become?
Also, is he drunk or is he just like losing it? I'm curious.
You've killed me. You promised me everything.
He's high.
You lied to me.
What did I promise?
Look at me in the eyes and say that again. Look at me.
What did I promise you?
Tell me. Tell me.
Is her name Susie? What is he shouting at?
Tell me what the you just said. Tell me. Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
You're trying to.
Don't.
You are evil. Like you're evil.
Is he trying to push her out?
I don't.
I'm sorry. That's not. That could be.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's not fake crying.
No! 9:34.
That is not fake crying at all. That's all real. Real emotions.
Where'd the rest go? What? Reddit!
Just thinking.
Is the video glitched? I think it's not supposed to go on that long. There must have been a metadata error or something. Well, this guy's completely rip on. Somebody said he called me a rapist, so is that true? Context for anybody who needs it is that Brad Taste was arrested for domestic violence and that he and Tina had an agreement that none of this stuff would get out. How is that how is that context? Well, Brad decided he wanted to blame Tina for everything. Tina saw that and dropped the proof of him abusing her. If you don't want to listen, he is actively seeking a fight, actively denying her privacy, actively insulting her and seemingly accusing her of cheating. And then later in the recording, screaming at her at full volume, saying she's killed him. In this recording, he also admits he'd fabricate evidence to get Tina arrested. Most updated comment. Absolute Kino. Absolute Kino cinema. This guy.
Dude, fucking simps.
This is basically like Sugar Boy's accuser. Meanwhile you're a cucked feminazi taking the side of the girl lying with no evidence who didn't press charges because her boyfriend got mad at her cheating. No shit, he won't admit he pressured a girl for sex.
That's great, dude. That's just great. Thanks for the donation, 21st Savage.
Guy is so unbelievably f***ed. He also said he fabricated evidence to get Tina arrested. Did he know she was recording him? Because while that's a stupid and horrible thing to say, it's especially kind of stupid to admit it. We know as proof he said it. He didn't know he was being recorded, no. But it's also really telling of the type of person he is. Notice how when people are being recorded one-sided, it's very telling what type of person they are. Like, think about what you're saying when you say it. Do you really think the person who's doing the recording is going to give in, or is going to like let you know what kind of person they are? Like, one person is putting on a performance and the other person is being captured.
Says some very.
Dude, these are just fucking simps. The amount of fucking dumbass beta male simps online is crazy. No wonder all these fucking streamer chicks and like OnlyFans girls get so much fucking money. There's just so many simps out there.
Nasty stuff about her.
She was letting people think that I beat her just so that she can stay out of it. Oh man, I really hope she feels proud of it. Ridiculous. I put up with. The bad bitch needs to pipe down. So what do? Oh, simply I yell at her. That's just what I do. Oh, I'm just a message. Look, a true story. I was yelling at the.
Blaha Ments donated $2.
Overhead press variations are all that most guys are going to need for pretty good shoulder development. Am I telling you you're going to win bodybuilding shows? Not necessarily, but
Why is I don't get it. Standing dumbbell shoulder presses are so fucking stupid.
you're going to have good shoulders if you just get good at various overhead pressing, because usually your rows and pull-ups will handle your rear delts to some extent. Again, if you're just trying to get good shoulders, obviously not for bodybuilding purposes.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't have like any shoulders. Why? I don't understand. Why does he walk around like this on camera? Like, what was this an idea of him to like perform this daily humiliation ritual where he just walks around with his shirt off, looking like somebody who really shouldn't have a fitness channel, just so people would like hate watch him and troll and just like cynically, you know, get more engagement on his YouTube channel, you know, so like by having people make fun of him and shit? It's so weird. I don't get it.
Hanging leg raises are my absolute favorite ab exercise, and it's because not only does it work the entire abdominal top to bottom.
Yes, that's what everyone wants to see, you clenching your fucking butthole on camera. Butthole raises.
It's great for your shoulder health, particularly if you go into a hang again at the bottom and go all the way up.
Like, the amount this guy, like, displays his taint and shit on camera.
So again, you're working.
Like, he's literally made it so that no one would ever watch his channel other than people who would just watch him ironically or like to hate on him or something or troll.
A lot of shoulder mobility and health, and it also gives you extra grip training. So again, if you need
like, and we know he's stupid. This can't be some kind of grand strategy to like, oh, I'll just get people to hate watch me. Like, he probably is trying, but he's too stupid to realize this makes his content unwatchable.
Need extra grip work. This allows you to just multitask.
Yeah, I know, it's not even a hanging leg raise.
A lot of different things on a nice body weight exercise, you know, while building your abdominals. So it's a very multifaceted exercise.
He literally can't even do anything properly.
All right, you can build a very impressive back with literally nothing but weighted pull-ups and deadlifts. And I'm not saying rows are not great. I'm not saying I haven't done plenty of rows in the past, but what I'm saying is these two combined together pretty much cover everything, because your lats are going to get absolutely maximized with pull-ups. And then all the other muscles that we think of as far as the thickness, you know, as far as all the traps, the erectors, you know, all of those muscles, they're going to get pretty well hammered and finished off by the deadlifts. So again, this combination works really, really well for people who maybe they don't have a whole lot of gym time. They're not trying to do a large amount of variation. This will absolutely get it done. For most people, you can build a very, very impressive back this way if you get strong at both these lifts.
Yeah.
Progressive overload is the only pathway by which you will gain muscle long-term as a natural lifter. And by progressive overload, that doesn't mean keep adding more volume. That means you either have to add weight to the bar or the machine or whatever you're using, right? You either have to add weight consistently over time, or you're going to have to add repetitions with the same weight while maintaining the same ranges of motion. In other words, not cheating to add more weight or more reps, literally progressing on the same set quality, same range of motion. You're going to have to get stronger, and that strength and progression has to come in the form of either more repetitions per set or more weight on the bar or the dumbbell. Again, and that is almost an unavoidable, unescapable fact of human physiology. Again, when no drugs are in the equation.
You know, it's funny how things worked out. He was talking so much shit, saying I don't work out, my vegan diet makes it so I can't build any muscle. And he had that plan that he was going to bench 405 just like he used to when he was 20 years old. And how did that work out? Thanks for the donation, Blaha mints.
Yeah, what you do for me? Well, ruin my life. The bad looking for some evidence. Look, is it evidence? Is it ever as bad as they say it is? See that?
For a 57-year-old, his physique isn't atrocious. Well, you have to keep in mind he's looked like that his whole life. So it's... I guess... I don't know, it depends on how you look at it. When you look like that your whole life and you maintain that look, like, yeah, I guess eventually if you get old enough, if you're able to maintain, it ends up being like, yeah, I guess we're 57, you know, whatever. There's people who look worse. Clochetta, donate chillers, what do you think of the culmination of women taking over all the white-collar jobs and becoming the primary breadwinners will be? You know, women are just going to be unhappy, miserable, complain constantly, higher rates of suicide, anxiety, you know, shit like that. And then they're going to be like, they're not going to have any relationships. You know, like we've seen that. Like, the whole female CEO thing is a bit of a meme, but it's real. So women are like fucking crazy. And no matter how much money they make, they could be billionaires. They have to like date somebody who makes more money than them. So they have to find a trillionaire. So if all the women are taking over white collar jobs and you end up seeing this wealth imbalance between women and men where women make more money now, guess what? There's going to be like 3 dudes that hundreds of women are fucking sharing. And then they're all going to be fucking miserable and crazy and neurotic. Women have been outpacing men in college degrees since the 80s. You know, I'm not sure how fucking real that is because most degrees you can get in college are absolutely fucking worthless. Like, unless you're getting a degree in STEM, in all likelihood, you're getting a bullshit degree. So all of these humanities courses, yeah, they're infested with women, but okay, what are they going to do with that? Like, oh, you're an expert in feminism and African culture. That's great. Like, there's plenty of women getting degrees like that, but I know in STEM fields the gap is narrowing too, but I don't know how accurate that statistic is if you're just looking at totality of college degrees. I'd be more interested in stats in STEM. Slowly out-earning male counterparts, USA at least. If women are out-earning male counterparts, and we're assuming, like, this is the same job, same level of education, the only reason for that would be cultural bias, clearly. Like, women don't work as hard, they're less productive, and they work fewer hours. So you can look at the amount of hours worked on average between female doctors, male doctors. Male doctors work way fucking more. So if women end up earning more money in these fields, I can guarantee you it's due to some like weird cultural bullshit where there's some like crazy, you know, feminist or something who's responsible for like payroll or who earns what money, because you can just look at the productivity differences. accounting for education and hours worked, I don't see how I don't see how women could end up earning more otherwise. Yeah, like DEI hires. Thanks for the donation though, Clock Fatia.
That's what this shit got me think. I was so mad when
KM donating $2. This one is even more blatant. I showed this on stream. Yeah, we were talking about this. Yep, I showed that on yesterday's stream. It's all a game. All these videos of like people going with their pots and pans in these food lines, it's all staged. None of them are actually doing that. They also typically film these videos at a low angle so that you can't see over these people's shoulders, and it gives the impression that there's a lot of people there when there's only like maybe like 5 or 10. So they take these videos with a narrow angle lens, so, you know, like a 50 millimeter or 70 millimeter. And they film from a low angle, so they're like squatting and aiming up so that it looks like there's a big line of people all hungry and starving, but they've all been told, okay, act like you're desperate and like cry and like make sad faces. So they're all in on it. It's all a scam. We were reacting to a guy yesterday who is a Gazan fitness YouTuber. That guy was lying about how much he was eating. This guy claimed he had a daily caloric expenditure of 2,400 calories. And with the videos he uploaded, he was basically saying he is averaging a 30 to 70% caloric deficit. So if you kind of split it in the middle, he's basically eating half the amount of calories he needs to maintain his body weight. 2 months later, the guy looks exactly the same. Looks about to have about the same body fat percentage, same amount of muscle mass. So after 2 months of being in roughly a 50% caloric deficit, how the fuck is that possible? So the guy's lying, and we even showed it. He would have like a big plate of food, and some of it like cooked in oil. So like all that deep frying in oil obviously massively raises the amount of calories you're eating. And then he just arbitrarily make a really low number. Oh yeah, all these falafels that I've been eating that are deep fried in oil, it's only about 450 calories. And then he'd total his calories up for the day and say, yeah, I only got 1,000. Just deliberately underestimating like crazy. So these people are all lying. Again, the reality is, I'm sure they don't have access to as much food as they want. You know, they can't like just stuff their fucking faces like Americans can. But the idea that there's like this widespread starvation and like they're all gonna die, it's just horseshit. For the most part, they're getting about enough calories to maintain their body weight. Maybe here and there's some people who are a little under and they're losing a few notches on their belt, but they're not starving.
and she stitched to the cop. Man, I was not prepared for whenever she got scared, man. It's like she saw a different man in me. Oh, bad, but she looks like a manatee. And they're coming after me. Assault and battery is what they claim. They say that I've been...
Artistic manipulation techniques he can. He deserved to be arrested after this. I hope this poor woman can heal from all of his abuse and find happiness.
Let me start this very dramatic speech by saying...
11 days ago.
That the last week or two, I haven't even been keeping track.
So I want to try to explain to you guys what's going on through my head, because it's pretty interesting. I had to just go to my computer and hit record because I know I have to make this video, and not for the reason that you think I have to make this video, like I'm saving my reputation, but because if I don't make this video, I'm gonna keep thinking about it. Like, for some reason, like 11 months ago when like everything went down with my channel, I've just been like contemplating the perfect video, you know, that'll fix it all. I'll just say the right words and everything will go back to normal.
This was the video that set her off. Oh, I'm not gonna have time to get to this.
I have learned since then that is not reality, and I don't want it to be reality. So basically, I'm here making this video really for the reason that like I want to get certain information across to people who care, and I don't really know a better way to do that. You know, realistically, like yes, I would love for this video to like make it so that like it's easy for me to just return, you know, go back to normal, what I was doing before, you know. But the reality is
This gentleman charges a small amount of $77,777,777,777 for his service. Will you partake on this one-time offer?
You know, I don't get it. If YouTube can have a volume slider for shorts, why can't Instagram?
Welcome to Zuzu.
What is that? Does anybody know what food that is?
Regarding women professionals who work less hours than their male counterparts, do you think this could be because women feel the need to take on household chores more than men do? Anecdotal, but all the professional women I've seen also do the chores.
Oh, buddy. You do not have to cut hours out of your work because you need to do the laundry. Guess what? If anything, since Jasmine left, I have more free time to do housework. Because now I don't have to deal with, you know, somebody who is like just distracting me with like some stupid nonsense where she's complaining about something and I have to get into some like ridiculous argument where I have to like treat the person like a fucking child, but because they're an adult and like they live here and shit, I have to find some like weird way to not give in too much to the child, but also have like, you know, some sort of, you know, cordial relationship with the person still. So, no. Everything is automated. The idea that you end up working like 10% less hours because, oh, the dishes need to be cleaned, or, oh, somebody has to do the laundry. Like, it's all automated. You throw clothes in the machine, they're done. You throw the dishes in the machine, they're done. Even like cleaning floors, like you have a vacuum, it takes 5 minutes. There's portable vacuums now, so you don't even have to like fuck around with, oh, I gotta get a cord. Oh, the cord isn't long enough. I need an extension cord. Oh, it's getting tangled on something. There's portable vacuums. You like just take it out, you're done. 5 minutes. So that idea is just fucking ridiculous. Women always make up these like bullshit stories that, oh, we have to work and we have to do housework. It's like we have 2 full-time jobs. Sure, right. I've been there, done that. Women massively over-exaggerate how much they fucking do at home. It's complete horse crap. Thanks for the donation, though. Yeah, and there's robot vacuums, too. They're literally automated. It's just nonsense. Thanks for the donation, though, Jay.
Watch from my timestamp at 5 minutes. Just watch a minute or so. Professor Dave is a fucking idiot.
Hey everyone, you've seen me address Peter Thiel-funded academia is the devil propaganda quite a bit by now, mainly by exposing his prize horse Eric Weinstein as a pointless fraud. Sabina Hassenfelder is another fraud who sings the exact same tune, so she took it upon herself.
Oh, it didn't give the timestamp. Did we already watch this? I swear we did. 3 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure we already watched this.
University basically agreed to comply, though some members of the faculty sued.
Of course, Sabina glosses over the real issue. Formalize, adopt, and promulgate a definition of anti-Semitism. Hey, Columbia, all those students protesting Israel's genocide of Palestinians, formally label them as anti-Semitic and shut that shit.
Those kids were literally stopping Jewish students from going to school. They would racially identify Jewish students, like if they had a big nose or something, or if they're wearing traditionally Jewish religious attire, so the yarmulke or Star of David, they would bully them, harass them, attack them, stop them from going into campus. They would threaten them. There were literally riots where the Jewish students would be locked inside like libraries. They would need security to escort them around the premises. And you can look at some of the things that they were chanting during these protests. They were literally chanting for the death of all Jews. So river to the sea, Antifada, Antifada, death to Zionism. We all know what those things mean. So get fucked. This guy is a lying fucking retarded cuck. And again, I challenged him to a debate on this topic. He saw my message on Instagram, ignored me. He just wants to spread anti-Semitic propaganda, gaslight everyone into thinking like, oh, there's no problem with anti-Semitism in the United States. There's no problem with anti-Semitism at these schools. Fuck you. Like, buddy, you're married to a Palestinian woman. You don't even believe any of this shit. You're just a fucking cucked, whipped-ass bitch. Fucking hate Professor Dave. Just what a pussy. Thanks for the donation, Unicorn Jizz. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's making. If that's vegan, I definitely want him to do this. It's pretty hilarious. Thanks for the donation, Cringehole.
I could do that anyways. I'm in a good spot right now where artistically I'm confident enough in myself to where if I started making content, I believe that people would enjoy it enough. To basically just
stop. Dan will not watch more than 2 minutes of this. I have to watch this now. If he watches on anything else, he's gonna watch like 30 seconds of a clip and then move on to the next thing with Dan Clancy in it.
Bro, I'm not kidding. Those like Columbia student protesters, they would literally try to racially identify people, and if they looked Jewish, so like if they had a bigger nose, certain skin tone, they would attack people. There was a guy, I think he was like half black or something, or like a mixed race. He was actually pro-Palestine, and he went into their protest encampment thinking that, oh, I want to show solidarity. The people there thought he was Jewish because they thought he looked Jewish, and they all started harassing him and attacking him. And then he realized, oh, these people are all fucking racist anti-Semites, and then he looked into it more, and then he found out, oh, these people are fucking crazy. And he actually went to a debate between Masab and some, like, one of those, like, gay twink fucking pro-Palestine college dipshits. And he shared his story about how these people are fucking racist, and they attacked him for thinking he's Jewish, and then they all lied, and then the guy lied and said, oh, no, that never happened. Like, again, don't let anybody fool you. If you're pro-Palestine, you're just an anti-Semite. It's that simple. The only reason you'd be pro-Palestine is because you're an anti-Semite. There's no legitimate viewpoint of being pro-Palestine.
Stop.
Assume on their own that I'm doing good. I really don't need a video telling them I'm doing good, for them to understand it. Like, I could just go the sneaky underground, mysterious artist route that, like, honestly, I think everybody do. Everybody's doing it. But I decided no. So, despite how much I really am struggling, let's talk. All right, let's start from the beginning of, like, where things went wrong. I went to a show. It was a live show in California.
Okay.
It was Ethan Klein and Hila Klein performing. I had backstage passes. I met them. I talked with them. I related a lot to them, especially Hila, with her struggles with being Jewish right now. And, like, it's...
Days. Uh-oh. Red flag number 1.
How do I say this? It's like, even now, like, I don't talk about it. Like, I really don't,
Wait, one more time. Somebody link him calling me a racist or shitting on me. Where
it's just understandable. Like, I had a family to take care of, Like, I didn't want this to be...
So it was 1 day ago, yesterday.
You are a sex offender and a sexual abuser. Based.
Wow, what an idiot. So that same guy is calling Destiny a sex offender and a sexual abuser. It's almost as if they ask for it. I don't know if I really... Let's just play games. We'll do some Battletoads practice, and then next, I think we'll play, like, BeamNG. I know a lot of you get fucking triggered when I play Battletoads, but it is what it is, okay? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. that's the wrong one.
Anyone wanna stand up and say something? Do it. I triple dog dare you to fucking say something.
Jesus. Dude, it'll be sick in the future when they can just, like, not have wires. Let me see, Mike Tyson.
I ain't hate her guts, and she put me in that state where I don't know. I really wish I did now, but now I really do want to rape her and her mama. I know you don't like to hear that, but
No, I don't
I'm
like
in that
that.
state.
I admit I don't like it. Why do you think
Yeah, Mike was pretty pissed off. He's fucking savage.
she said you raped her?
Because she's a sick, money-hungry. She's really a bad person. Now, I know you may not want to hear this when we're talking the case. I'm you know what I mean? I got issues because of dealing with this for 3.5 years. I got some issues.
Do this? Did you rape
No,
her?
I ain't raped that slimy bitch. Anybody else having fun like that, it was just young boys having fun. But me, I'm a big black rapist. Big, strong, black young kid wants some. She said no because he's an 8, so he hits her with his club, drags her by her hair, and rapes her and do as he wants. So that's the stigma I'm left with. All that I've been in life. I've been a lot of things, but I'm going to be left with the stigma of being a rape.
Yeah, I don't think Mike raped her. He doesn't seem like the type of guy. I'm glad it didn't affect, like, he did have to go to jail and everything, but I'm glad at this point, like, nobody takes the rape thing seriously. I think it's pretty obvious. Probably didn't do it. Yeah, and he told, yeah, like, I saw this. This was disgusting.
On him, you sort of been following.
No, I didn't read up on him. I watched him on television.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the States, and you know, he's a big hit in the States. Big hit.
Now, some of your critics would say, you know, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? And I don't have no comment to that. You know, because it's negative, and you're being negative, and I met the mayor, right, and nothing they can do about it.
We actually had a really good time. We talked about George Cervallo, who's a legend in your
And he pushed him further. Like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
city. Great man with whom Mike spent quite a bit of time yesterday talking about his life, highs and lows.
It's so interesting because you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that
come
comment.
on.
No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit.
You know, we're doing live TV
I
now.
don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
All right, you got a show that you're doing.
Yeah, I like how Mike Tyson doesn't fuck around. He just seems way too honest. So I don't think he ever did it. Thanks for the donation though, Mike Tyson. Oh wait. Jalen donates $2. Meek Mill hits heavy bag at 07. Who is Meek Mill? Rap artist Meek Mill. Yeah, he can't really box. That's clear. Not a lot of strength and power and pretty uncoordinated. Well, you gotta start somewhere. Thanks for the donation, Jalen. Oh, dear God. Oh, right. I jumped over him.
Tell me it's none of my business, and if you don't want to answer, how much is your juice per month? Your fake cousin thinks he knows.
I actually miscalculated. So the testosterone is about $50 a month, and actually less now. I'm taking a lower dose. It's about $45 a month. And the growth hormone is about $400 a month. So 500-ish. The reason I'm taking, there's a few reasons why I'm taking growth hormone. The primary reason is just healing. I have like some tendon problems, and I wanted to take growth hormone to like help with tendinopathy and shit. And also just help strengthen some of the tendons, because like the amount of weight I was lifting with some lifts was just getting so crazy that tendon injuries, like, you know, complete avulsions were becoming really risky. So wanted to take growth hormone to kind of fix some of those those issues. Growth hormone also works synergistically with testosterone. And what growth hormone does is it helps promote hyperplasia. So it's not really helping build larger muscle cells. What it actually does is allow you to build more muscle cells. So you're over time, you're going to develop a bank of more muscle cells, and then those cells can get bigger. And that's what really makes people explode in growth. Like that's why you see a huge difference between bodybuilders from like the 70s and 80s, and then like all of a sudden in the 90s they all became ridiculously fucking gigantically massive. It's the growth hormone. So they were able to not just grow the muscle cells they already had, they were able to actually induce hyperplasia. But yeah, it's not that expensive overall, but test is insanely cheap. If you want, like, again, you have to consider what most people want. Most people don't want to look like pro bodybuilders. They just want to look like in really good shape, impress girls at the beach. You don't need to be like 250 pounds, 5% to do that. So if you're running like, around 200 milligrams of test per week, that, like, especially if it's cypionate, you can drive up your testosterone levels easily quadruple what they normally are. Like, and some people even more than that. You do have to worry about estrogenic side effects, so I recommend starting with lower test doses and just working up. But yeah, test is extraordinarily cheap. Anybody can afford it. And like, I mean, when you look at all these supplements like turkesterone, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? If you want performance enhancement, like, just take testosterone. You're just wasting your fucking money with turkesterone. Thanks for the donation though, the now. Appreciate it. These fucking ducks are just absolute fucking cocksuckers, dude. How, like, I just don't know how the fuck to fuck these things up without them killing me. I gotta figure out how to kill them.
Butterto 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 butterto.
I think so. Thanks for the donation, Butter Bro. Is it dead? Okay, so maybe... Oh, they... It stuns
I tried
them.
test once for hormone replacement therapy along with estrogen. I noticed that my tendinopathy felt better, but I didn't continue because I was worried about side effects. Are you concerned about hair loss? By the way, Joey has been very cute today.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Not particularly concerned about hair loss. I'm gonna look into getting a finasteride prescription, maybe. Hair loss doesn't run in my family, and from what I've seen, lower test doses don't really seem to trigger hair loss in most people. What seems to be a bigger issue is people who are doing testosterone and using an AI for prolonged periods of time. So estrogen is protective against hair loss, and if you're running an AI for prolonged periods of time, that seems to be more problematic for hair loss than just running test. And most other compounds don't seem to be too harsh for hair. Boston Lloyd was like taking a fuck ton of steroids for a long period of time. He had no hair loss. Like, I've seen a lot of people that are like that. So if you're genetically prone to it and you're taking high doses, like, yeah, you might accelerate hair loss, but if you're not genetically prone to it and you're taking low doses, it doesn't seem like something you really have to worry about. But I'll probably just get a finasteride thing, you know, just to be safe. Like, if I start noticing some recession, then I'll definitely go on, but I'm really not worried about it. And yeah, testosterone replacement for women, like, it's very, very low doses. A lot of women really like it because they feel better and they end up getting hornier and shit too. But you do have to worry about androgenic side effects like hair growth, clitoral enlargement, voice deepening. Thanks for the donation, though, the now. If you're into RPGs, think you'll love Fallout 2. I've never played the original Fallout games. I'm not a big fan of RPGs generally. But I might like Fallout 2. Would you use those myostatin inhibitors in place of test if they were available? No, that's just fucking stupid. I'm not taking testosterone just for muscle growth. I'm taking testosterone for some of the, like, other mental and physical benefits. Like, test makes you have more energy, you're in a better mood, you just feel, like, happier, more alive, you have higher sex drive, your erections are harder, you just feel better in general, and it doesn't affect just muscle mass. It also improves power production, neuromuscular efficiency, like nervous system efficiency, and it improves your cardiovascular performance. So myostatin inhibitors aren't going to do any of that, and right now with the human trials, they have very, very bad side effects. Mike Israetel is a fucking idiot, and if you read the research on some of these new myostatin inhibitor medications, they're not very good. So the rat studies literally don't point towards any real efficacy. Basically what they did was they made rats lose a bunch of muscle mass by forcing them to not move. So then they gave them these myostatin inhibitor drugs, and they basically just regained the muscle mass they already had. And in human trials, there are an extremely high rate of serious adverse side effects to the point where people have to drop out of the study, or they die. There have been a few deaths in these myostatin drug experiments. So that's not too promising. I wouldn't hold my breath for those, and they're probably going to end up being overhyped. So we know what testosterone does, and most people would probably be perfectly fucking happy with what they can get out of testosterone. So why would you take a brand new drug that seems to have a high rate of adverse side effects? There's not really any long-term safety data on them. versus testosterone, which is a bioidentical hormone. We know what it does. It's very easy to manage any fucking side effect you have on it, and the side effects are extremely minor. Doesn't really make any sense. So yeah, no, I like, and again, that's one of the reasons why I decided to just hop on gear. I looked into the whole myostatin inhibitor thing. They're probably not going to come out in the next 2 or 3 years, because they don't seem to be very safe, and they don't offer the other benefits that testosterone has. So like, why bother? And they don't even seem particularly effective.
In a quirky town, a bakery's famous treat, Dingleberry Delight, made everyone giggle. One day, a squirrel named Chester stole a tray and danced hilariously with dingleberries stuck to his cheeks. The townsfolk laughed, making the dessert a joy.
Well, that's a nice story. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate the donation, Jingle Dingle. Ah, damn it. Okay. So there seems to be a strategy here where you can, like, hit them from the back, maybe? Morality is bullshit, donate $2. Do you believe people have true morals? I don't know what you mean by that. The fucking CIA did experiments on kids and no one does shit. What the fuck? Cuckoldry is what it is. I knew a chomo when I was younger that is still respected. He had charm, but wanna jump when someone else does it. Maybe you should go to the doctor and ask him if you need any meds. But thanks for the donation. Morality is bullshit. Yeah, Adam Lanza is a fucking genius. The fucking retard who shot up a fucking elementary school. I'm sure, a really brilliant guy, clearly. I don't know why everybody glamorizes these fucking serial killers. Like, oh, he was so brilliant, insightful, philosophical. They're like fucking idiots who killed a bunch of kids they didn't like. If they were worth shit and were at all intelligent... There we go. Okay. Alright. Oh, shit. Fuck! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, dude. Okay, we kind of figured out that one section. I think I got this. Dude, Battletoads is just too hard. Like, this is insane. You can't dodge all the ducks. You have to actually fight the one here. You have to wait till he turns around, and then you'll have... God, like, what the fuck? And then it... Maybe I have to knock the one out, and then do it to the other one, or...
Here's a throwback to 3 years ago. Warning though, horrible singing incoming, but here's Joey being Joey.
Oh my goodness. Let me see.
Joey, may I ask you why? Oh
my god.
Why are you so...
Oh my god. So sentient. I think he's wondering why you're singing like that. Oh my god. Can see the sentience right there. Whoa. Oh my god. That's amazing. Alright, well thanks for the donation, Lee, then now. Appreciate that. Joey's a sweet boy. I love him.
See, you just said it. People want to respect serial killers no matter what they do. People don't have morals, they have limits. The more power they get, the more cruel. That Como was a guy I tried to expose in Mexico and Piol condescended me. Fuck people.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Thanks for the donation. Morality is bullshit. Two girls I've liked preferred my brother. Every girl would prefer him. Well, you gotta get on that alpha male grind set and looks max, apparently. Fuck, dude. Like, that is just... It is baffling that games like this exist. Like, truly insane. I'm just trying to practice killing these fucking ducks. Like, this is harder than Sekiro. Like it's a fucking NES game, and there's like this little pixel toad and a fucking duck in the water, and you'd think, oh, this is like a dumb fucking kids game. It is harder dealing with this fucking duck than enemies in Sekiro. Like, it blows my fucking mind that this could be harder than Sekiro. Sean Baker nonsense, only $2. Let me see.
Question I get all the time: is a carnivore diet expensive? Well, that depends on who you ask and how you do it. Quite honestly, many
it is inherently expensive. Obviously,
many people actually report that they actually end up saving money by doing carnivore.
They don't. So, there are people who may have absolutely ridiculous eating habits where they're consistently eating in like 1,000-calorie surplus or something, and they're eating some more expensive processed foods. And then when they switch to carnivore, they end up eating in a caloric deficit, which by nature, if we're comparing like for like products, you'd end up saving money anyway. And, like, the food choices they were eating before, again, they might choose, like, some more expensive processed products, but, like, they end up getting the cheaper cuts of steak. So, yeah, but, I mean, again, if we're talking about, like, a sensible fucking comparison where we're comparing somebody on a calorically neutral diet and is eating mostly whole foods, you know, a mix of, like, you know, average normie dumbass diet, meat, plants, you know, a mix of vegetables, grains, you know, beans, legumes, bit of meat, dairy. And then you compare that to equivalent amounts of the carnivore diet that this guy advocates, where it's just skeletal muscle tissue. And maybe you're using a little bit of butter for cooking, or maybe tallow for cooking or something like that. If the calories are matched, guaranteed the carnivore diet's going to be more expensive. Like, these are just more expensive food products.
Now, they often don't eat prime grade filet steak every day, but certainly if you don't mind eating things like ground beef, eggs, you know, roast, things like that, and occasional steaks, other cuts of meat, pork, chicken, things like that, it can be quite economical. And given that you often save money on condiments,
well, I can guarantee you this, you sure as fuck ain't gonna save money on medical bills once you get diabetes or heart disease or cancer.
And extra things and supplements and so on and so forth.
Right, that's hilarious. Oh, if you're on a carnivore diet, you don't need supplements. Literally, every single carnivore diet influencer sells supplements. The big one they all sell without fail are electrolyte supplements, because this is a low carbohydrate diet that dehydrates you. So in order to avoid dehydration, they're all selling and consuming electrolyte supplements. If they don't, every one of these people talks about like brain fog, feeling dizzy, getting senses of vertigo, muscle spasms, and cramps. they can't sleep at night. They have irregular heart rhythms that are concerning. Even Paul Saladino has made a whole video about this, talking about how you need carbohydrates in your diet so that you get insulin signaling at the kidneys to be able to retain minerals and electrolytes. And on top of that, again, all these carnivore diet influencers are selling more supplements. So, like, there's vitamin and minerals, there's, like, beef liver extracts, like, you fucking name it. So, if you're on a carnivore diet, you don't need supplements. Yet every single one of these people are on supplements and or they're selling supplements. Sure.
Most people actually save money, believe it or not, and that's what I've seen over the course of many years.
Yeah, cool story, dude. You're a fucking liar.
In a bustling kitchen, a sassy potato named Spud declared, "I refuse to be mashed." He donned sunglasses and danced on the counter. The chef laughed so hard, he forgot to peel him. Spud ended up in a salad, strutting his stuff, proving veggies have class.
That's a nice story. I'm proud of that potato. Thanks for the donation, Class E Fried. Dodo, donate chillers. What foods do you eat every day? Vegan protein powder, blueberries. I've been having watermelon and grapes more recently. Tofu, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. And sweet potatoes. Those are my main go-tos. Right now, I'm dieting again and trying to lose some more weight. Because I'm on the testosterone and everything, and since my hormones can, like, stay in check and I've got more energy, and, like, testosterone is so fucking powerful, even if you're in a deficit like this, like, you can just still build strength and muscle. So I figured I'm just gonna diet a bit, so I'm eating less, but those are basically the foods I'm eating. But yeah, compared to last week, definitely looking leaner. I think I look pretty good, if I don't say so myself. But thanks for the donation, Dodo.
All right, guys, I've seen a lot of people make comments about, you should avoid a carnivore diet or maybe a high protein diet for concerns about damaging the kidneys, perhaps. And so let me just clarify.
There's no evidence that high protein diets damage your kidneys, and in fact, high protein diets seem to be protective for kidney health.
That sort of belief is based on some really outdated science. This science goes back to the 1980s where they did studies.
It's not based on outdated science. What was assumed is that people with kidney disease, if they eat high protein diets, they end up dying faster. So it was assumed protein must not be good for your kidneys, but that's with people with kidney disease. So they were assuming protein caused the kidney damage. It didn't. It just caused symptoms once kidney disease happened. The primary risk factor for kidney disease is hypertension and obesity. So people with hypertension and obesity would get kidney disease, and then they'd have to go on low-protein diets. So it was wrongfully assumed low-protein diets are good for kidney health when it's not. So again, you can look at long-term prospective cohorts. People who eat more protein seem to actually have lower rates of kidney disease.
On rats, and they showed that high-protein diets did indeed, in fact, cause damage to rats' kidneys. That data does not really hold up in human populations. We see some associative data, epidemiologic data where there's these associations are made, and we know that a damaged kidney will spill more protein into the urine, but it doesn't mean that protein has caused it. In fact, some of the most recent data shows actually that diets that are low in processed refined carbohydrates and ultra-processed foods, but yet are high in protein and often low carb, actually have been associated and seen to actually reverse damaged kidneys. So this steak here, which I got from Better.
I don't know about reversal of kidney damage, but they're not associated with kidney disease. He might be wrong about that little detail.
You want to know why you're tired, you're sick, you're inflamed, you're falling apart before even 50 years old?
Probably because you're eating like this guy.
Well, it's not aging. It's not your genetics. It's most likely your damn diet. Look, I spent many, many years as an orthopedic surgeon. I didn't see, mostly a bunch of athletes coming in with wrecked joints from working out too hard. I mostly saw sedentary people living on the couch, eating seed oils, sugary snacks all day long, and, spiking their insulin 6 to 8 times a day. So what did these folks all have in common? They had glycation destroying their collagen. They had systemic inflammation wrecking their organs, and they had insulin resistance turning every cell into literally a ticking time bomb. This is what ages you. This is what actually ends up wrecking you. All right, this isn't some slow age-rated decline. This is metabolic sabotage, and most physicians are too busy writing another prescription to actually call it what it is. Look, you switch over to an animal-based diet and you stop feeding that fire. I've seen people reverse autoimmune disease.
Cool story. I love hearing cool stories. Still no research whatsoever showing carnivore diets reverse autoimmune disease.
Neurologic diseases, depression, gut issues, joint issues, on and on and on. It's not just throw another pill at it. Oh, if you want proof, look, I see this stuff every single day. And we co-founded Rivero with fixing the root cause in mind. We have doctors and a team that's dedicated to getting you healthy. It's something that I see every day. And
What a fucking dork.
You've been told there is no cure for your autoimmune condition. I've got news for you. That's a lie. You don't need another prescription. Most autoimmune patients are told to, quote unquote, manage it, not to heal. The standard healthcare system suppresses symptoms, never addresses why the immune system's attacking itself. Carnivore and other elimination diets are powerful tools for many, many people. I've personally seen reversal of things like
if he's gonna make claims like this, I would at the very least like to see him kind of present his own sort of case report where this patient gave me permission to show this data. She came in with X autoimmune condition. It was confirmed. It was a confirmed diagnosis based on the antibodies that we found in her serum. She ended up following this diet. These are the changes in her body weight or something. These are the changes in her diet, exercise program. We ended up doing the same test. We no longer found those antibodies in her system, or they were significantly reduced, and then she said her symptoms were relieved. He can't even do that. Why would I believe any of this fucking horseshit? Especially since most of the people who are complaining about autoimmune conditions, it's subjective sensations of pain and discomfort. So, my knees hurt, my joints hurt, something like that, or they have rashes, or they itch their skin where they don't even have a visible rash. If you tell them, oh, I can heal your autoimmune condition if you follow this diet, well, now you've created a placebo effect where they might think it's working, and then because there's a psychosomatic aspect to all pain, they think it did anything, when no, just due to psychosomatism, they just convince themselves they're not in pain anymore.
like multiple sclerosis, Crohn's disease, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, and much more. Rivero.
Yeah, dude, especially with rheumatoid arthritis, that'd be very easy to fucking prove. Present some kind of fucking case report.
Is the clinic that's finally doing it right. Root cause.
Yeah, this guy just makes up bullshit.
All right.
Again, this guy is, in fact, well, or at least used to be a medical doctor. He knows better than this. Present a fucking case report. You'd think you'd want to do that. That would be pretty groundbreaking if you could prove, certain autoimmune conditions can be verifiably treated or cured.
Fiber, is it essential, or is it just sort of an overhyped, cheap industrial product that people are pushing us to eat for profit? Well, the reality is that
the people who eat more fiber have lower rates of obesity, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and lower blood pressure. And people who consume more fiber also have more regular bowel movements. So no, there isn't a grand conspiracy from the big fiber industry pushing fiber supplements to make money and lying about it. No, people who eat more fiber live longer and have less disease. So get fucked, dude.
The answer is likely it is conditionally beneficial, but certainly not essential to.
Again, randomized trials and long-term perspective cohorts completely debunk this notion. You're a fucking idiot.
Point that it may help to lower glucose spikes if you're eating a very starch-rich, sugar-rich diet. It might help to produce short-chain fatty acids in the gut. However, that can be accomplished several other ways, by consuming protein, by consuming fat.
That is not true. You don't produce butyrate from just consuming fat or protein.
Or being in a state of ketosis. So all those things contribute to the same sort of benefits that a fiber diet is. Remember, if you're
That is not true.
not eating a lot of cold.
So again, show me the randomized trials. Show me how, show me the differences in, rates of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, and show me that these sorts of dietary interventions or dietary patterns are just as effective as high fiber diets. You can't, you're making this up.
Hydrates, and you're not developing those big glucose spikes, which fiber may be helpful in. And then more importantly, what we know is that there are a number of people, thousands and thousands of people, that when they remove fiber from their diets, they have dramatic improvements in things like inflammatory bowel disease, irritable bowel syndrome.
Literally no evidence to support his claim whatsoever. Just trust me, bro.
Gastroesophageal reflux disease, chronic constipation.
Right, and again, you see lower cases of these conditions with people on high fiber diets.
And a whole plethora of more. So the short answer is fiber is not essential, and it may be conditionally.
Yeah, that's right. It's not essential. It is not essential to be healthy. You can eat a shit diet. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's not essential for you to breathe clean air. So, live next to a smokestack, smoke cigarettes all day. Clean air is not essential. You can smoke cigarettes all day. But some of us want to be healthy and live long.
Beneficial if you're eating a standard Western junk food diet, but clearly.
This guy's a fucking clown. What a fucking idiot. Thanks for the donation, Sean Baker nonsense. So Goku donated $2. Is it just me, or are low-income people, primarily blacks who live in ghettos, more likely to broke shame others than anything else? Yeah, there's a lot of that I've seen. I've seen more black people do that. I'm sure there's reasons for it. Some of it has to do with like rap hip-hop culture. Some of it might also have to do with gang culture. So like, drug dealers, like some gangs are more successful than others when it comes to making money selling drugs. So then they brag about it and it becomes kind of a normal thing in these communities. I feel like it's just a form of projection since almost everyone is broke, realistically speaking. Yeah. Half of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck or something like that. So, yeah. Broke shaming is just fucking stupid. Everyone has their own set of fucking problems, and anyone can go broke under the right set of circumstances. Thanks for the donation, though, Son Goku.
Are you actually dating Stefani after you said you wouldn't date anyone? Do people actually take your retarded ass seriously? Also, she's a fat bitch, but okay, you like that, I guess. You should marry her, you cuck simp. You're weak-minded, unlike Sugar Boy.
Well, she makes more money than me, so I wouldn't fucking care. If she wants to get married, I'm down. She can pay for my rent. She is fine, dude. What are you fucking talking about? Bro, you're telling me you would, you're just fucking crazy. She's fucking sexy as fuck, dude. Dude, I just want to fucking lay on top of her, just... I just want all of that. God damn, dude. She's the type of girl, when you see her, it's like... Fuck me. It's hard to control yourself. Bro. Thanks for the donation, 21st. Say goodbye to the stream. Stream's getting taken down. For what? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing I said was TOS. There were unsent. No, that's. You can show titties on YouTube. It's only if like nudity is in a sexual nature. That wasn't in a sexual nature. And that was on Instagram. You can literally show full nudity. I've done it. I've had streams where I've looked at nudist content. As long as it's not in a sexual nature, it's fine for YouTube. I know the TOS, dude. I've studied it for long enough. Ah, fuck! I fucked. Oh my god. Wow.
Dipshit, you showed Stephania's nudes and tits on stream. Also, you didn't answer my question. I asked if you're actually dating her. Are you? I'll get Jurian Ryder to get her first dower wise.
Oh my god. Nothing on her Instagram content would be against YouTube's terms of service. And, yeah, I'm dating her. If she says otherwise, don't trust her. I'm dating her. Dude. Like, goddamn. Thanks for the donation, jackass. Fuck! Oh my god. Wow, okay, I'm not gonna fuck with that. I'll just try to deal with this one. So I'll hit him from the back. And then this one. Oh! He kept coming forward. Like, what? How did I get him to go the other direction the one time? Fucking hell, dude.
Jurian Ryder said he's dating her and still has Michelle from China.
Oh. Son of a bitch. Why does that last punch miss? Like, why? Dude. Yeah, fuck you, fucking duck. Duck fuck.
That's unbelievable. You go full red pill and then in a split second you're willing to date a girl who isn't even in your country, who's older than Jasmine and already overweight. Also she's friends with Tash, so I'm sure she's pro-Palestine.
I don't think so. I don't fucking care. Thanks for the nation, dipshit. There we go. Okay, it looks like if you fuck up the one duck, it goes away. There we go. So we fucked up the ducks. Oh shit. Dude.
Nah nigga. I'm about to unsubscribe from your cucked bitch ass. You're never dating a girl again, you've been saying for months. Now you're suddenly willing to date a fat girl from another country who may even be pro-Palestine. Your dick controls brain.
Shut up. Oh my god, shut up. Why is this game so fucking hard? God damn it! Fuck, it's just... This is cheap. This is such horseshit.
Durian Rider owns Stephania. Durian Rider owns Stephania's pussy. Durian Rider. This game feels like doing homework. VG, are you serious about dating Stephanie? How and when did this start? Did this just happen and did she DMing you for the last few days or what is the context?
We get along well. I'll leave it at that. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo. Appreciate it. Fucking fuckity fuck. Bitch duck. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Oh dear god. Oh. This is rough.
If you actually date Stephania, none of the people who've been watching you for the last 8 months will take you seriously anymore. And we'll all secretly hate Stephania because in all likelihood she's a bitch like Jasmine was while you're infatuated.
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks for the donation, 21st. I don't appreciate you. Like, at all. Literally at all. Maybe a little bit because you give me money, but not that much. Yeah, I know there's a crack in the thumbnail. Fuck. Oh no. Oh! Oh my god. How am I supposed to... This game is relentless.
Bro, I love how out of the blue, everything you've been saying for the last 8 months about women just vanished and you're suddenly infatuated with another fat girl from another country and said you'd get married to her. You learned nothing. Sugar boy FTW.
She makes more money than me. Hey, if I can, I don't think we're gonna get married, but... Yeah, if she makes more money than you, if you divorce, you can actually get her money. So what do I fucking care? Thanks for the donation, that's stupid. Yeah, I love how that thing can go through the... Oh! Son of a bitch! Oh! Oh dear God. Oh no, oh my... How are you supposed to know that? I think we're like right at the end of the stage too.
You're going to marry a pro-Palestine anti-Semite? Did Dr. Avi sanction you dating Stefania? You better check with your funders if that's allowed, cuck. Bro, name one thing you actually learned from dating Jasmine for what not to do if you marry Stefani.
I don't think she's pro-Palestine, dude. She watches my content. She is well aware of what I think, so... Yeah. Thanks for the donation, the 21st. Okay, I can fuck up these ducks now. Just gotta get to the end here. Fuck! Oh. Oh.
How jealous do you think that would make Jasmine if she saw you were dating a better looking girl, in your opinion not mine, who makes more money than you? Also she doesn't watch your content, she is a busy girl and doesn't care enough to watch your stream.
Look, most women are, like, jealous and weird and, like, hang on to things, so, yeah, I'm sure it'd maybe bother her a little bit. I don't know, though. I honestly think she's just too obsessed with, like, video games and whatever the fuck other stupid shit she does, so... whatever. It's not my problem, don't really care. Thanks for the donation, 21st. Growing Pains, $22. When someone asks me, are you pro-Pal or pro-Israel, and I say I'm pro-peace, people lose their fucking minds. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with them is that they're anti-Semites. So you're supposed to say, I hate Jews, I want them all to die. So when you say you just want people to get along and you want peace, you're not saying you want Jews to be killed. That's what the pro-Palestine movement is. It's a pro-Nazi movement. They're just a bunch of fucking fascists. So when you don't support fascism, when you don't support murder of all Jews, they get mad at you. I think both sides should be presumed to agree to a peaceful two-state or one-state solution. Forgive me for caring about everyone. So again, when you're dealing with crazy fucktards who are Islamic jihadists, you can't negotiate with irrational people. So it's never going to happen. You have to eradicate the irrational retards, sort of like how the Nazis were eradicated. And then you can move on with your life. But before then, no, Israel's doing what Israel needs to do and should do. Eradicating the fucking crazy Islamic jihadists. So, thanks for the donation though, Growing Pains. Oh.
Have you exchanged nudes with Stefania yet? Can you ask her if she's pro-Palestine right now? If she was, do you see yourself being able to live with someone like that? How is she better looking than Fat Jasmine? Name the trait. Answer all questions.
Well, buddy, you can see her Instagram, so, I think it's pretty obvious, but, as far as the exchanging nudes, no comment. And if she was pro-Palestine, how would I live with that? Well, tits and ass. Gotta make some compromises here and there. Thanks for the donation, 21st, and she's not pro-Palestine. Fucking, like, that shark is so bullshit. Yeah, this is by far the hardest game I've ever played. I'm not joking. This is so much harder than Sekiro, it's not even funny. Sekiro was probably the hardest game I've ever beaten. Like, God of War Ragnarok, if you played on the hardest difficulty and you end up fighting all the Berserker bosses and the Valkyrie Queen, that was really difficult. That, like, in some ways can give Sekiro a run for its money. There's some ways to cheese the boss fights with just optimizing your gear. But, this is harder than any other fucking game I've ever played. Like, by far. This is way, way more difficult than Sekiro, and I was able to beat Sekiro faster. No! Oh! I've never played Ninja Gaiden on NES. I don't know if it's harder than Battletoads. Like, if you look at rankings of hardest games, Battletoads usually ranks harder than the Ninja Gaiden games, so I don't know. I've never played them personally, though. Dude, I'm so close to the end of the fucking level. Give me a fucking break. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, we beat the level. Oh. Oh, this is the rat race. Fuck. Fuck. Eating frogs is gay. Donate $2. Death does not concern us because as long as we exist, death is not here, and when it does come, we no longer exist. Epicurious. Yeah. It's not something to worry about because you're never going to experience it. So, it's all a matter of perspective at the end of the day. You know, nihilism and stoicism is kind of a cheat code to just understanding life. Also, my arms are looking absolutely fucking sick, dude. Who else has guns like this? Fucking nobody. That's who. Thanks for the donation, though. Eating frogs is gay. Fuck. Oh my god. No! Oh, shit. Oh my... What am I, fucking retarded? No, that was a buddy of mine calling. Ah, son of... Fuck me. Damn it. There's some trick where you can, like, end the level quick. Okay, I'll just... Wait, you have to keep him away from the bomb, right? I think. Fuck. Give me a second, I fucked this up. Okay, yeah, the stream's fine. YouTube was saying there's like an error with the stream. Fuck. Oh! I'm gonna redo that. Huh. Oh shit, fuck! Damn it. So I wonder if he falls in the same spot each time. Oh, that even killed me. Fuck you. No. Oh shit, we're probably not. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time. No! Cockfap donated $2. The song have good meaning to it. Also, I have been trying to fuck my friend's grandma. She's 75, I'm 21. Should I go for it? I really want to do rough anal with her. Why not? She's ready and willing, why not?
Sex violence. Ain't got me, I'm an autopilot. The police.
No, the song does not have a good meaning to it. Thanks for the donation, Cockfap. Damn it. Ah. Cocksucker. Weird. Dude, what the hell? How are you supposed to catch up to that fucking rat? Dude, you're just fucked. Oh my god. Dude, you're just fucked. This gets worse and worse. Oh my god. Okay, there's no way. There's like almost no way I'd be able to do that.
Upper part and hold left here, and here's where you instantly if you touch the gas, so make sure to drop down behind it after it fires. And then the rat will appear. This guy is called the Giblet, and you need to beat him to the bottom of the screen or he'll destroy the bomb and you'll lose a life. The Giblet has to run back and forth across the platforms, so by staying in the gaps you'll be able to get down there much faster than him. Wait here when he gets to the bottom and give him a quick punch, and then as soon as he touches the wall on the right, you want to double tap and press B to destroy the bomb, and then double tap and press B again to hit the Giblet. If you pop him up into the air, then double tap and press B again when he gets close to your foot, You'll give him a big battle toe than him. Wait here when he gets to the bottom and give him a quick punch, and then as soon as he touches the wall on the right, you want to double tap and press B to destroy the bomb, and then double tap and press B again to hit the giblet. If you pop him up into the forms, so by staying in the gaps, you'll be able to get down there much faster than him. Wait here when he gets to the bottom and give him a quick punch, and then as soon as he touches the wall on the right, you want to double tap and press B to destroy the bomb, and then double tap and press B again to hit the giblet. If you pop him up into the air, then
Damn it. Maybe I should make a save state right when that... Fuck. Fuck. Dude, this is just unfucking fair. Holy shit. Damn it. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. No! Oh my god, that is so stupid. Fuck!
Are you bad at being good, or good at being bad?
Fuck.
In thinking the ladder. 77,777,777,777,777.
Don't see why it can't be both. Thanks for the donation, my shitbird. Damn, oh my god. Dude, that is still so confusing how that guy did the thing to like end the level early. No! Oh, shit, I mistimed it. Oh, son of a... No! Cunt! Oh my god! Oh, what? What? What the fuck happened there? Guro, 10k donators, my nigga, heard you being dissing, so what if I pulled up and killed those old ass people you made me mad about it, nigga? I will kick your ass, soft ass nigga. Heard you kill cats, will I do that to you? Well, I do that too. Don't think you're hard because you torture them with a bad diet, I shoot. That's great. Have fun spending the rest of your life in jail. Thanks for the donation, dude. I'm not playing fucking Roblox! Shit. Shit. Fuck our... Fuck. Oh! It goes all the way! Okay, I'm gonna try one more run through. This is so fucking hard. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know how to do that thing. Oh! Okay, one more. Oh my god. Fuck. Fuck! 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 We're toast. We're fucking toast, dude. Yeah, we're fucking toast. Oh my god. Like, I'll try one more time. We're so close there. Oh my god. Why? Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, shit. Fuck! No! Oh, okay, I fucked up there. I'm gonna do it one more time. That was just a bad run.
Sassy vegan playing games. Keeps on losing, what a shame. He takes a minute to use his brain, then moans and groans as he is slain. Is this level fucked or do I just suck? He thinks out loud. We are all cheering you on, make us proud. 789 Ben 10.
Alright, well I appreciate that. Thanks for the donation, dude. Fuck. How are... Dude, that, like, that was near perfect. I don't think we're gonna catch up to the guy. How? How? That is impossible! That was near perfect! How? I barely, like... What? Okay, that is crazy. That is fucking insane. Oh my god, the level of perfection you need is just nuts.
And double tap and press B up a little bit there. Rat race. And this part is very, very difficult. There is almost no margin of error at all this time. And here's where it begins. So get moving. Head down, try to stay in the gaps as much as you can. You don't want to touch the sides of the girders at all if possible. Oh, messed up a little bit there. Alright, he's gaining on me. The rat will always start to gain on you when you have long areas to cover, and you'll be able to gain on him on these small gaps that you can just kind of fall through. It's okay if he passes you there, you will have another opportunity to gain on him right at this part. But if he gets too far ahead, well, then you'll be in big trouble.
You literally have to be perfect.
And after that, there's a boss.
Jeez, and there's an end stage
General
boss.
Slaughter. General slaughter can be quite...
Okay, we're gonna have to try that later. That's enough Battletoads for tonight, but hope you all had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get some nighty-night sleepy sleep, but I will see you all tomorrow. And sweet dreams. And I'm not playing Roblox.